Hey, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about my experience in life. I'm 70 years old now, and I have more experience than I had at your age. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you about looks. You know, the way that you look. You know, your self image. Um, there's so many people out there, especially in your teens, when you're going to junior high and high school, that if you don't look like the best looking guy or the best looking gal in high school or junior high, then you feel inferior. You feel inferior. Not everybody looks the same. I guarantee that most people that are just beautiful people in junior high and high school are not going to remain beautiful people, whether it's a male or a female. They're just not going to be beautiful, especially, I was going to say especially women. I don't say that to be mean, but it's true, you know. Um, well, guys change too, of course, but a lot of women that you see that are just beautiful queens in high school and junior high, they have the perfect body, they're popular, they have all kinds of friends, all kinds of dates because they're so sexy and beautiful looking. You look at those people 50 years later, and the majority of people uh, are fat. They're just fat. They let themselves go. Sometimes you don't have to just let yourself go. Life happens. You think I was always this good looking? Heavens, no. No? No, seriously. Life happens, and unfortunately, the body doesn't stay the same. It just doesn't. You lose your hair. Guys do anyway. Not all guys. But, you start losing your hair, you start losing your eyesight, your physical features change a little bit, you maybe start shrinking a little bit. I mean, it's a known fact that older people shrink, an inch to 2 inches, but your body changes, But the sad part is that people that aren't a beauty queen or a jock, a good looking guy in high school or junior high, whatever, uh, unless you're one of the pretty people, like myself, for instance, people make fun of you. Idiots make fun of you. They make fun of you, you know? If you're too fat or if your nose is too big, they make fun of you, If your eyes don't look perfect, if your ears are, stick out a little bit too far, you know, you're too short, you're too plump, whatever, they make fun of you. They belittle you. And and you start feeling inferior, you know? You start feeling inferior. Why? Are you inferior? How can you be inferior when you're God's child? You're a son or a daughter of God. How can you be inferior? Well, because you're not thinking properly, that's why. You're not inferior, you just think you're inferior. You're really not inferior. Everybody's different. If everybody was the same, everybody'd be married to my ex-wife, and they're not, are they? No, of course not. But you feel inferior, and it sometimes it ruins your whole life. You go through life thinking, oh, my nose is too big. I look like Pinocchio. I look like the trick glasses that you go into the magic store, or the trick store. You get a pair of glasses and a big nose. You know, you put it on for Halloween. Hey, that's me. Actually, this is a Halloween device. Here, I'll take it off. Guess what? My nose doesn't come off with my glasses. But I look like one of those trick glasses you buy that has the big nose. Guess what? I don't care anymore. But people tease you. You know, you develop an inferiority complex. It affects every aspect of your life, your dating, your your jobs. I mean, it just affects you. Look at Karen Carpenter. They used to call her Karen Carpenter Richard's chunky sister. You know, hell, it affected her so much she started taking all these laxatives and all these things to help her lose weight, and she never ever wanted to get fat again because she didn't like being called Richard's chunky sister. And look what happened to Karen. Because of a bunch of assholes that probably teased her, made fun of her, made her feel that she wasn't as good as what she could be, she's ruined her whole life. And she's ruined the life of people that would have enjoyed her music for years and years, you know, after the time that she died, you know? She didn't have to die. But people, there are people in high school, starting in junior high, starting in grade school, for heaven's sakes, that are complete assholes. If they think you're better, if they think they're better looking than you are taller than you, more popular than you, they'll tease the crap out of you, and they'll get other people to tease the crap out of you, to make fun of you, to laugh at you, you know, to make jokes behind your back. And it bothers you. Why? Because you don't understand the full picture. You don't understand. You see a piece of the puzzle, but you don't understand what the whole puzzle is. I understand what the whole puzzle is because I'm damn old. That's why. And I'm smart. I'm not only old, I'm smart. And I've seen things. And I'm telling you, if you think you need a nose job, you don't. You don't need a nose job. You need to get straight up here that you're as good as the other person that has a smaller nose. You know what you need to do? You need to focus on being nice to people. You need to focus on being smart. You know, being fun in a good way. You know, I know people that have a big nose that are fun to be around. Hell, they're the class president. You know, some people can take what they have been dished out, whether it's big nose or big ears or being short or whatever. They can take it, and they don't let it bother them. And some people can't take it, and it does bother them. But I'm telling you that later on in life, it means nothing. Everybody's going to be in the same boat. You're going to be old. You're going to be balding, you men. You're going to be fatter. You're going to be uglier. I knew two guys in high school that thought they were just as cool. You know, they were the in crowd. You know, they were the you know, they had the good looking women. You know, all the dates and on the, they were just cool guys, They ran around with the in crowd, baby. I didn't. But these guys did. They wouldn't have given me the time of day. I never asked them for the time of day. But you could be around them. You could feel their arrogance and their superiority and how special they were and what a loser you were, You could just feel that. They'd emulate that. And so I ran into both these guys I ran into later on in my life. When I was about 55 years old, I ran into both these guys, and they were so nice to me. They were so nice to me. And I thought about that. I thought, why were these guys so decent to me? In high school, they wouldn't give me the time of day. And I came up with a reason: because they've gone through life. They've gone through life. They've gone through sorrow. They've gone through losing a loved one. They've gone through divorce. They've gone through looking in the mirror one day and realizing they're not, a jock anymore or whatever. They've gone through life, and it's humbled them. It's humbled them. They're no longer on the, top of the totem pole. They're down like this. They're down like this, and there's nothing they can do about it except live with it. And it's humbled them. It has humbled them for the good. For the good. And I'm telling you, if you only believe one thing of what I say, believe this: you don't need a nose job. Who do you want a nose job for? Yourself or for these assholes that tease you? Do you need a nose job? You both men and women. Do you have long noses or pointed noses or wide noses or whatever? What do you need a nose job for? Who are you trying to please, you or them? I'm telling you, they don't matter. They don't matter. They matter that day, only if you let them matter and get to you. How about having a big nose or having big ears and being smart, being twice as smart as they are? Having a better job than they do, Show them up in other ways. Show them up in other ways. Be popular. Be nice to people, Don't let these people that are jerks and assholes and immature and losers ruin your life. Don't let them do it. You don't have to do it. And it's hard. It's hard because you have feelings. Everybody has feelings. If somebody teases you and say, "God, you're sure ugly. God, you look like a raisin. You have so many lines in your face," or whatever. It hurts. Words hurt. Sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Are you crazy? Are you full of crap or something? Of course it hurts you. Don't let it get the best of you. You be the best person you can, with a big nose, with eyeglasses, with big ears, being short, being ugly, whatever it is. Be the best damn person you can be, and you'll show them. You'll show them. People want to be around you because you make them feel good. Some people, they want to be around a person that's so cool and hip, or do they want to be around a person that's nice to them? It's really nice and kind to you, and that's you. That can be you. Forget it. I'm telling you, when you're old, and I see it because I've lived it. I've lived it and I'm old. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. I guarantee the people that are the beautiful people of your junior high and high school are not going to stay that way. And they shouldn't ruin your life. You shouldn't let them ruin your life because they're not worth it. They're scum. It's true they're brothers and sisters of you because we're all related to each other, because we're all sons and daughters of God. But some of the sons and daughters of God, even though God loves them and we're supposed to love them, some of them are assholes. Why? Because they're immature. They're not thinking properly. They want to be cool, baby. It's not cool to put other people down, but some people think that way. Some people live that way. But I'm telling you, in the long scheme of things, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you look different or you look, not as cool as the other person does. You don't have as nice of hair. Your teeth doesn't look as good. You have maybe the two front teeth are a little buck or whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. It matters to you now in junior high and high school. I know it does. Because it hurts you. But I'm telling you, if you try to do the best you can with what you have, be grateful for what you have, there's always someone that you can look at that's worse off than what you are. It's like the complaining that your leg isn't functioning properly until you find somebody that doesn't have feet at all. There's always somebody that you can find that's in worse shape than you are. So buck up, baby. Quit feeling so damn sorry for yourself. It doesn't matter in the long run. It doesn't matter, I'm telling you. It just doesn't matter. So you have to just be the best person you can be. Get a good education. Get good grades. Just be a nice person. Be a person that is fun, nice to be around. The people will like to be around you. They don't like to be around you because you have a small nose or a big nose. They want to be around you because you're kind. You're a good, honest person. You care about those people. That's why they want to be around you. And I'll say one other thing on this beauty pageant thing that people have in their mind. You women that want to get your tits enlarged, are you crazy? Be happy with what you got. I'll tell you, if you get your breasts enlarged because you think it's going to make you more popular, hey, look what I got. I got big tits, baby. If you think it's going to matter to the right man, you're crazy. You know who it's going to matter to? Perverts. Perverts that care more about your tits than you do. Why would you spend thousands of dollars to go out and get your tits big? Are you crazy? I want to be like Dolly Parton. I want to be like Lonnie Anderson. I don't know what her name is. Who's the big-titted woman? Ugly. You get big tits, and what's going to happen to you when you get old? They're going to sag, baby. You're going to have Boy Scouts come over and see if they can use it as a punching bag. They're going to be so saggy. Are you crazy? Be happy with what you got. The only people that care about you having big tits are guys, and that's all they care about. That's all they care about. They don't care about you as a person. They only care about your tits. You go out for a walk with Don Juan, and you're like this, and he introduces, oh, hi, Bill. Look at my girlfriend, Linda, here. Doesn't she have a big pair of jugs? You women that do that have rocks in your head. Seriously, you have rocks in your head. If you're that base or whatever you want to call it, to think that you have to spend money to get your tits big, to get bigger tits, you need a psychiatrist, baby. You don't need big tits. You need to see a psychiatrist. Go to your computer and type in psychiatrist and get some help, okay? Because the guys that like you for your tits, those aren't the guys you want to marry, is it? They don't care about you. Hell, they want to marry your tits, not you. Think about it. Think about it. Quit being so damn stupid. Unbelievable.